Howdy, lieutenants and economists.
The most volatile, evil, disgusting things on the planet, humans. If you have a video request, you can always go to assholeconsulting.com.
Yeah, I am gonna charge you, kids. And that is the importance of not fucking up.
You are such an asshole!
Hey all, got another request from, who do we got a request for? Chris. Chris writes. And you too can go to assholeconsulting.com. Hello Aaron, recently I have gotten a job in a hospital in order to see if the medical field is one for me. Having worked almost a year, I have found that the work is satisfying enough for me to deal with the occasional stress, and as such I have decided to go to college in order to get a degree in the medical field. My current debate is between becoming a nurse or becoming a doctor. The pertinent details are as follows. I'm 25 and will be starting school as an undergrad freshman. I have no debt, and for the first year at the local community college I can keep working at the hospital part-time to save money, not to mention get experience. 3, follow the nurse's path. I could get my ASN in 3 years, BSN in 5 years while working as a nurse. Become a flight nurse in 8 years. That's the third level. We had a nice young man who was a nurse who wrote and explained the 3. I think it's somewhere in the archives. Look that up. But there are the 3, associates, bachelor's, masters, basically. And there's some ching in that master's level, or the specialty level of nursing. Become a nurse practitioner at the age of 37. 4, follow the doctor's path. Cardiology, a cardiologist specialty. I could get my bachelor's in 4 years, graduate med school in 8 years, complete my residency in 11 years, complete my fellowship in 14, and finish my subspecialty standing as a cardiologist by 40. I am so happy the baby boomers made it so us young people could get to work right away and help produce and help make this economy grow. When you're half dead, then you can work, says baby boomers. Fuck you. I apologize if this seemed to ramble on, which it totally didn't. I would appreciate my answer in the form of a video response, as I feel the value of choosing between certain paths with time, age, commitment, blah, blah, blah. Looking forward to hearing from you. All right. Well, I think you can do a little bit of both, and here's why. I will link to them below, but we have a doctor agent in the field who's been kind enough to write 2 rather lengthy posts for us at Cappy about why he advises against becoming a doctor, simply because of what you evidence here, 14 years of fucking school. And that's the least of it. There's the testing payments you gotta pay, and then more testing, and then certification, then testing, so then you gotta certify to get the test to get the certification. Because once again, the baby boomers really, really want you guys to get into that workforce and help produce America and make America great again. So it is, in general, I don't recommend anybody become a doctor, but you may have it. You may have that penchant, you may have that ability, you may love it. But just right now, as a Cappy policy, we're not totally against it, but we're generally, if you had to choose, don't become a doctor. It's just not worth the sacrifice, even though you get the money. But all that being said, well, here's the thing: you can go and get your degree in nursing, and that would allow you to apply to med school, certainly. And not only would it allow you to apply to med school, it would certainly train you for med school, making it a little bit easier. But then also, you would have a good, solid career to become a nurse anyway. Nursing is a great field, don't get me wrong. I mean, certainly becoming a doctor is great. But you can hardly fail getting your degree in nursing and then interning as you're working there now. I mean, by the time you finish your 4-year degree in nursing, you'll have a damn good idea whether or not you'd want to become a doctor or not. You intern, you talk to nurses, talk to doctors, you'll see it happening at the hospital, and then you'll have a much better perspective and viewpoint than I do, or anybody else does, as to whether or not you should become a doctor. So I say just, take the step. You got to get an undergrad to apply to med school, make it nursing, and then make that decision there after interning and whatnot. I would still say go the specialist nursing route, because again, then you can always go back to med school and go down that fucking path if you want. But wait until you get to that point. As I mentioned before, mountain climbing is very interesting. You see the mountain, but you only see that mountain because it's right in front of you. You get to the top, all of a sudden you see there was a hidden peak behind it. It's a false peak. You see all these other peaks when you get up there. Well, then you get up to that next peak. Then you get even more perspective. Right now you're trying to judge what you should do 14 years from now. You're at the bottom of the base of that mountain. Get to that first mountain that you have to get up to anyway. You're not going to be wasting your time. Get your degree in nursing. And that'll give you the option to become a nurse or become a doctor later on. And you'll have a much better idea once you hit that first peak with your bachelor's degree in nursing where to go then. So and then like worst comes to worst, you become a nurse. Oh, horrors. What's a nurse make now? Just regular old nurse. I bet the median income's around 70. I bet 75. Nurse. Hello, nurse. That's something you millennials will never get. Nurse BLS. Is it registered nurse? Let's just do registered nurse. Yeah, 67 grand a year. Hey, nothing to shake a stick at. All right, not too bad. So, anyway, I hope that helps. Best of luck to you. Toodles.